Have a sit and have a stand.
Now, I did see a picture down here. They still have the whole stadium. The stadium is still open, but it's owned by the
You like,
boat.
you like the way? Yeah, it's called. This is called the Chevy Corral.
One of the things that I love about the Good Guys, and there are so many things, but one of them is the way they organize the cars. So before, when we were walking through, we had the juice lanes, obviously, with all the juices there, and then now we've got trick trucks, obviously, with all the trucks, as you can see, lined up behind me. So I do like that, and that was the same in Columbus as well. And now as we move forward, we're going to get to Chevy Corral, and then I think they also have a section for the Tri-5s, which I always go and check out. How many classics you see, everybody, nothing beats a row of the Tri-5s like this right here. No other cars look like that, you know. I'm loving all different cars and types these days, but I could never pull myself away from these beautiful 210s and the Bel Airs. We'll see if we can chat with a few people and see how much love there is for the Tri-5s. Hi there, how's it going?
Nice.
Tri-5s.
Beautiful and dangerous? Oh, I can believe that.
Oops. I'm in my favorite part of the show. It's all the Tri-5s.
The Tri-5s?
Yeah.
Good for you.
What's your name, sir?
George.
I'm Rana.
Rana?
Rana, yeah.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Mike?
Yes.
That's your Bel Air?
Yes.
Beautiful. Judging by the tail lights, 56?
Yes.
Very nice. And Mike, did you restore it yourself?
I did.
Okay, well,
4
please.
years ago.
12 years ago. Please come and tell us what you've done for this.
There's really not a lot. It's interior's all done by Ciadella
Yeah?
here in Phoenix. They do basically Tri-5s and late model Chevys. It's a ATK stroker motor, 383, about 380 horsepower. And air conditioned, power steering, 4-wheel disc brakes,
And you did all
backup
of...
camera.
And backup camera.
Yeah.
And backup camera.
Yeah.
Love it. You've done a lot of the work yourself.
I did everything except the interior.
Except the interior.
Yeah.
And how did you come across this 12 years ago?
I bought this out of Palm Springs, and it was pretty much a project car.
Okay.
And since it was a 2-door hardtop, that's why I bought it.
And were you looking for the 56 Bel Air?
Yeah, I've had several over the years. You know, the older you get, the more you have.
Okay, well, I know why I like them. Why do you like them?
When I was 16, I had a 56 Chevy.
There it is. So when you're driving this, you go back to the time when you're 16?
Well, almost.
Almost. That's awesome. Love it. And how long have you been coming here to the Southwest Nationals?
Years. Well, I can't remember.
Okay, and have you taken this to the Tri-5 Nationals?
Well, I've brought this up probably 3 different times.
Okay.
I have a 64 Chevy pickup, a 64 Impala, a 69 Camaro,
Nice.
and I'm building a 65 Mustang.
Oh my goodness, you love your classics.
Yeah.
Well, you do a great job. You do an absolutely brilliant
Well,
job.
thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Mike. You enjoy this. Great, Alex. Well, it's nice to meet you. You've got yourself a 56 Bel Air as well, just like your friend Mike.
Right.
Before we look at the car, love the colors. Why the 56 for you?
This year?
Yep.
because this was my first car was a 56, just like this.
Wow.
So I wanted the same one. This one here is, I was going to paint this one yellow like my first car, but then I decided this was the factory colors, so I decided to keep the factory colors.
So take me back, okay? You get your first car. How did you get it? Who got it for you? What was happening during that time?
Got it when I was like a junior in high school for $500.
Wow, a junior. You would have been very popular.
Well, back then, no, because it was just an old junky car.
Okay.
You know, so things have changed a little bit.
Well, I mean, when I was in school, anytime if you had a car, no matter how junky it was, it still made you popular. Because you had some wheels.
Yeah, right.
Wow, beautiful 56 Bel Air. Now, everybody, check out the colors of this. I have to show you the engine, the interiors first, and then I'm going to come back and have Alex tell me exactly what it is, because it's beautiful. Love the blue. I know I'm keeping you in there, but let's show it to you now. Check this out. Such a brilliant two-tone blue, almost teal. And then the different shade in between that chrome. And it just gets better on the inside. Look at this. Wow. Wow, absolutely amazing. Look at that steering wheel. I hope that my camera does justice, because what I'm looking at here, I hope you guys see exactly what I'm seeing. Look at that. This is why the Bel Airs are my favorite, honestly. It's just the body style. Okay, Alex, come over here, sir, and tell me, what is the engine? Look at this. So what have we got here? The engine.
The engine was an LS3 with 495 horsepower and a 6-speed transmission.
You like your big engines?
Big engines.
You gotta make it have sound, right? When it looks this good, it's gotta make itself known. And you did the engine yourself as well, the swap?
Yep.
Okay, so you were in SEMA this year.
Yes.
No wonder it's standing out so much. This is a show car. I walked in from the other side and I saw Mike's car and I didn't even see the poster you've got here. Tell us about that. What happened in SEMA?
It was a good show. It was just a lot different than the normal years.
Okay.
I've been going to SEMA for 40 years, so it's just a lot different after COVID.
Wow, well, please do tell me, because I was planning to go to SEMA. Things just didn't work out with what I was doing with the weekends before and after it. And I'm planning to go next year. Never been to SEMA. I've seen a lot of videos. I've heard a lot about it. It's on the list for 2023. What was SEMA like beforehand?
SEMA just had a lot more vendors that I dealt with, and now where I had 40 or 50 vendors that I dealt with, and now there's like 2 there because the cost is so high. The quality of the cars is good.
Yes.
You know, if you take some of the best cars here, that's like the lowest cars there.
Yes, I understand.
You know,
Well,
the high-end stuff.
That's the high-end stuff, full fiber carbon fiber bodies. They're, you know, celebrity cars, so
Yeah.
that's understandable.
But
it's a shame for the vendors.
It's the world's largest car show, but it's not really a car show, but it's every vendor has cars to show off their products.
Yes, to show off.
And then they
quality.
have out front there, they have as many cars as you'd have in this whole area that are just scattered around.
Right.
So it's something to see if you've never been to it.
Okay, well, I definitely would like to see it, but that is a shame about the vendors.
Yeah.
Because it would be very expensive to fly out there and get set up and register yourself, and then not to be able to do that because of COVID. Hopefully things change in 2023.
No.
No, you're not hopeful. Okay, but this here is amazing. So in SEMA, did you win an award, or this was?
Last year here I did.
Okay.
I got the first in the Tri-5 class last year here.
There you go.
So they probably won't give it to me this year again.
No. But you got it last year, which was not long ago at all. It's amazing. I do love it.
Lots of features on this car too. Like the roll-up windows, everybody puts your switches.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Automatic, yet still a roll-up.
Yeah, I wanted it to look like it had a roll-up window, but
Yep. To keep with that vintage look, right? Wow, that's brilliant. Look at this. So how did you decide on this color?
that was the original colors of the outside was just what you're seeing. This is new paint, so it's a lot better than it was back in the day, but then I wanted the interior to match.
Okay, so in 56 they did have the two tones that
It's
we're
exactly,
looking at.
this is the way it looked from the factory.
You've just made it more shiny. Wow. Great job on matching the interiors, right? So, how often do you drive it?
Oh, I drive it once a month or so.
That's good.
So I've got about 2,500 miles on it.
That's good. Yep. That's great.
Do you know where the gas fill is on a 56?
Yes, I do, sir. Thank you for testing me because I did not know when I first started, but
Yeah.
usually it would be on this side or, okay, on this side.
Yeah, like that.
There it is. And you know, I've said this before, it's so funny that in 55 they had the door on the side of the car.
All right.
56 they went here, and then 57 they was under the fins,
Yeah, it's on the tail fin.
on the tail fin. But 55 they had it on the side, the doors, and now so many years later, decades later, we've gone back to having the door in the modern day cars.
Right.
The 55s were a great group of cars as well. So
They're all good.
they're all good. You cannot go wrong. Cannot go wrong, especially when you see them on a row. Brilliant. Everybody, this is a beautiful 1956 Thunderbird, and the thing that I love about it is it's absolutely all original. So we're going to talk to Mark and find out exactly how original and how he came across this. But the most important question is this yours?
Yes, it is. It actually belongs to my wife. I bought it for her. In fact, the license plate says Her Highness because she's a little princess. But she's a little princess.
You know, your wife is an absolutely lucky woman, and you've got the motto down right. Happy wife, happy life.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen.
Now, sir, 56 Thunderbird, absolutely original.
It's all original. Yes, it is, ma'am.
All original. The motor, interior, exterior. This is brilliant. Mark, how did you come across it? Or where did you come across
I
it?
bought it at Hot August Nights in Reno, Nevada 15 years ago.
Okay.
It had just been restored.
So, okay, so it is restored.
It's restored as far as all original, all the same parts and everything. They were just redone.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, restored back to its classic look, back to 1956. Look at that. And were you looking for a Thunderbird?
At the time, just, yeah, a little bit. And in fact, my friend Chuck, who's next to us, saw the car, told me about it. I went and saw it and talked to the owner, and we made a deal. And it just, we've gone from there, and that was 15 years ago.
And why were you looking for a Thunderbird? Is that what your wife was looking for?
Well, you know what? She was looking for one, but she wasn't looking for one in this color. She wanted
Okay.
this peacock blue. And so when I found this, I said, I can't pass on this because I said it's immaculate. So that's why we did that.
It's still a very nice color, isn't it?
Yes.
Look at these wheels, absolutely brilliant. That's the thing with these Thunderbirds, it's very luxurious, very classy.
Correct. correct. And this was this is the original looking car that Suzanne Summers drove in American Graffiti.
Oh, okay.
Porthole.
I do like that movie. I have to watch it again just for this now.
Yeah, and so we kind of fell in love from that aspect to it. It being an original from an old movie. That's not the car,
No.
but it's an original looking.
That's
Yes.
the car, the make and model that she drove.
Correct.
And what is the motor here?
Motor is a 312 with a standard 4-barrel, and as I said, everything inside is original. Of course, except the battery. We had to change that out over the years, and had to change the cowling on the radiator so it would cool a little bit, because cars back in '56 ran pretty hot.
Of course.
Okay.
And because you still drive this around.
Yes, correct.
Look at that. Brilliant. And do you come here to the Good Guys shows often?
I've been here for about the last 14 years, 13 or 14 years since they started in this area.
Mark, you've got some loving friends, honestly. I walked over to you guys because you were just having a good time, and then you've got your other friend there giving you bunny ears.
Yes, ma'am. He just showed up out of nowhere. I don't know him.
You don't know
I'm
him?
not related to him at all. Go away. Go away.
Love it, everybody. That's the car culture I like, you know. Everybody's just having a good time. It's always with good friends.
Yes, amen.
I would have loved to have met your wife, you know, and asked her, because you were telling me about her, and not only does she like beautiful, luxurious classics, she also likes the muscle cars.
Yes, she does.
What kind of a muscle car does she have?
Well, we've got a few. A GT500 KR Shelby with 770 horsepower.
Wow.
And she also drives a Honda Type R, which is, it doesn't look like much, got a huge fin on it, but it'll do 175 miles an hour.
Wow. What is your beautiful wife's name?
Connie.
Connie. Connie, you sound absolutely amazing. You sound like an absolute hoot, honestly.
Thank you.
Does she race these cars?
No, gosh, no. Maybe she races to the supermarket, and I'm kind of afraid of that.
But she just likes to have that thrill, the engine in front of her, and just to feel it. And why not, you know?
That's correct, and it's basically bragging rights. You know, she comes up to these people that look into the car and says, oh, it'll do 175 miles an hour, and she says it very nonchalantly, and the kids go, really?
Well, you know what? Nobody has a nice looking car if they're not having it for bragging rights.
That's correct.
That's why we have cars. That's why the wheels was invented. So everybody could go for a cruise and get the opportunity to show off and brag.
Right, and that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
That's it.
Appreciate that so much, Mark. Thank you.
Rana, thank you.
Thank you.
Bilingual, but he ain't speaking right now.
67 Corvette, everybody. Now I want Chuck to come in here and tell me more about this Corvette and how he's come across it, but he wants to interview me. So you know what, that works too, and then I get a chance to sit inside a 67 Corvette.
And I get to interview her.
And you get to interview me.
Now I have sat
You have
in,
one.
I've sat inside a 55, a Corvette, a 61, a 66. This is the first time I'll be sitting in a 67. So let's see what's on the inside.
I bet you can reach the pedals.
Well, I should be able to. Up until 67, they got that right, didn't they?
So I gotta wear the here. What the hell do I do with this?
That's it, you just hold it exactly
Okay.
as you're holding it. All right, Chuck, so at least tell me,
How long you've had this car for?
how long have you had it for?
18 years.
18 years. Okay, I can't do anything else without
Introducing my passenger side.
That's my father. The only one who'll drive with me.
he's the only one who'll drive with
My
you.
wife says not a chance.
Vietnam veteran, thank you, sir.
Yeah, that was just a real slice of heaven. So did your feet hit can you put your feet on the pedals? Yeah, that's good.
I can, and you know what?
Now, since you've been in 55, 56, 65,
Yeah.
what engine have I got in here?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm still learning about all the different engines. So tell me, what do you have?
327.
327.
Actually, it's just the way it came from the factory.
I was going to say it would have been
How many
shot.
miles do you see?
This, you know, all vet owners like to know the mileage.
Probably less than 40,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've had this
For 18 years.
I
Less
bought it
than
from got it
40,000.
from a dealer who had it in his showcase room, and When he sold it, then he became a guy who has seller's remorse.
Of course he would.
wanted it back.
Yeah, you're not going to resell this back for him. I mean,
No.
40,000 miles for the Corvette community. You would be an absolute star.
Oh well. It is what it is.
Now, tell me, nothing's been restored in here. It's very stock, 67.
No, everything's identical the way it came from the factory.
Love it.
Although
All
I did
original.
have to put seat backs in because my wife said she'd never drive with me if I didn't put them in. And she still doesn't want to drive with me.
Well, don't put your wife inside one of the earlier Corvettes because then she'll be really uncomfortable.
She'd rather be in my 2009 or 2019 Corvette Z06. She likes that one.
Nice. Yeah, well, they just kept making it more comfortable, especially for the taller people as well. I mean, look at this. It's very comfortable. I can see properly in front of me. This is brilliant.
Can you drive a stick?
I can. I can actually,
You
yeah.
want me to give you the key and see how far you go?
No way.
Why?
Because these car shows like this with so many people and beautiful classic, no, I'm not going to take that risk.
I'd like to see the expression on your face when you go around the block.
Wouldn't everybody as well, honestly? Oh, I would have loved to, but I mean, there's so many people here with kids and stuff, and I like to play it safe, but I do appreciate that opportunity, and I never say no when I get asked if I want to go for a ride or to sit inside a car.
So do you have a car too?
I do have a car. It's a very late model Charger. No, God, I wish I had a Maserati. A Ferrari? Do you see money in my pockets just overflowing, sir?
I never looked down that far yet.
Chuck, you're an absolute hoot, honestly. You're all good, sir. You're all good, sir. And love your car. I'm happy you're having a good time here.
Hey, life is good.
Life is good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 77. It's getting old quick.
You're doing well for 77,
Yeah,
sir.
right.
Oh, you are, absolutely. Absolutely. But it's a great car. Were you looking for the Corvette? I'm filming you.
Yeah, but where's that going?
You're going to the world of YouTube.
Oh my God, not in my life. I don't want to know about this.
Fair enough. I won't tell you the details.
Don't you tell, Dad.
It's great. Good to see you laughing and having a good time here, right? That's what it's about. Thank you. You all having a good time?
Absolutely. They got the 12 best hills of the year. Yes. That's a nice one. That's not good. I would love it.
Radio flyer. What does that mean? It's a nice Chevy, but '37 Chevy two-door. Now the interiors have definitely been redone. We can see that. Love the bird.
What do you do? I fix things, stuff like that. I just fix that dryer.
But you know what? The rust looks very real. Love to see the owner, see what's going on with the '37 Chevy. Leave it to me, everybody, to find the owner, which I did. Donnie, was it?
Yes.
Donnie, nice to meet you, sir. Beautiful '37 two-door Chevy. Now the inside has been done.
Yes.
Looks beautiful. And the thing that drew me is this rust. Tell me about that.
It was just sitting around for years, and we just Scotch-Brite it with Dawn soap and a rough pad, like a Brillo pad. And then we let it dry, and then we just put a satin clear coat on it.
Okay, where was it sitting?
Originally it came from Iowa. My uncle owned the car for many years, and it just sat outside. And he gave it to me in 1987, and I brought it home, and it sat in a yard at work, probably for 10 years or better.
That's where he started to get that beautiful rust, isn't it?
Yeah. I just didn't want to spend the money on paint and the body's rough on it anyway, and I just left it.
Okay.
So I didn't want to spend $10,000 or $15,000 on a paint job.
Well, you know what, Donnie? Look at the look you've gotten now.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So you
Most
could've-
people do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most people do because they appreciate it.
Yeah.
I certainly appreciate the patinas. I love it. And it's all natural. All the different shadings, you can tell where the sun's naturally hit it.
This has all been powder coated
Okay.
because when I had the front end off, and I made up a frame that was a rolling chassis metal. So when they powder coat it, it has to go into an oven.
Yes.
So this here is powder coated. All the dash, all the door casings and stuff have been powder coated.
So you did a lot of that yourself. You separated.
Right. I took it all apart myself, put it all back together.
Wow. And how do you know how to do that?
It was my first one. I've had a brother that's done a couple of hot rods, and then I had friends that had done it.
Okay.
And a friend of mine's a welder, and he's the one that set the motor up and the chassis.
So you had a bit of help around you.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
you were fortunate enough to get this off an uncle, but the 37 Chevy, do you like him? What?
Oh yeah, it's a cruising car.
It's a
we've
cruising
had
car.
it to California a number of times. Go down the freeway.
Yep.
It's a driver, so it gets about 20 miles to the gallon, and it has all the horsepower you need.
Hey, that's it. That's it. Radio flyer. What is that? I have no idea what that means.
This is a radio antenna off of originally probably a big truck.
Okay.
Back in the day, I'm not even sure what year it is. But they had a long one and a short one, my brother had, that he bought at a swap meet, and I wanted the longer one.
Where would this antenna go?
It would go on the cab of a truck or something.
Wow, okay.
But it had a big base on it, so it wouldn't work on the hood, so I made my own bracket to put it on the hood. But people say, oh, I think I seen your car. But if it doesn't have the radio antenna on it,
it's not yours.
It's not mine. This is what I did to identify my car.
You did it well. It's very creative.
And then I just put it on the side, radio flyer, because it's got a radio antenna, and I may be flying by it.
I love old stuff, and I've never seen this, and
It was kind of a chrome collar, but you couldn't see it on the car real well, so I had it powder coated.
Do you know what the purpose was to have the three with the different lengths?
It was all part of an antenna, like on your car.
Yep.
It was the antenna that went on top of the vehicle.
Yes, but the antennas that I've seen is just one.
Right, but this here is just a different style back, probably in the 30s.
In the 30s?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Okay, there you go. All right, I'll let you go into the driver's side,
Sure.
and I'll join you from this side, because I did like the interiors. Donnie, you've done this so well. Love the bird. I've never seen the bird in the middle here.
Yeah, it's a hood ornament off of a car, and I'm not even sure what it fit. But I did it to where my seats would slide forward, just touch there and come back. And the seats, they all recline.
They all recline.
And it's got,
Well, I know you've got the reverse camera.
yeah. It's got Bluetooth, it's got GPS in it. I built my own console. And then I put the headliner, it's got the radio antenna in the headliner.
We've got the indent shape of the... Wow, that's brilliant. And you did that too?
A friend of mine did the interior, but he wasn't sure what I wanted, so I worked with him the whole time on it.
You know what, Donnie? You've got all the right friends. You really do. Count your blessings, sir.
Yeah. And then the cup holders have horseshoes, and then there's a set of spurs in the middle.
There's a lot happening here.
Yeah. And those are Harley Davidson motorcycle chaps, and I put the conchos in the seats, where it says Harley Davidson on them. And they're on the back.
You're a Harley fan?
I don't have one, but I bought the stuff at swap meets, just pick stuff up. There was like a military jacket. I needed door pockets, so that's what I used them for, is door pockets.
And look at the rug here.
Yeah, that's a cowhide that I bought, and I put my own initials on it, and I had a branding iron, I branded it myself.
Here we go, remove my shadow.
You know what, Donnie? This is pretty cool. Very creative. You've given it your own touch. You've made it your own car.
Right.
You've done it well.
Yeah.
You've done it well. Thank you so much for that, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What year, Ray? What year?
72.
I'm Rana.
Rana, hi Rana.
What's your name?
Mike.
Mike, nice to meet you.
Okay.
Love the truck.
Oh, thank you.
Brilliant. Let me give you a mic if you don't mind, and you can tell me a little bit more.
Okay, Mike, why don't you come over here and tell us about your truck?
Well, it's a 1937 Diamond T. Diamond T was a company that built trucks. The factory was in Chicago, and they built trucks from 1911 all the way to 1957. Their light truck line, their pickup line, only went from 36 to 49. They only made about 200 pickups a year is all they made.
Wow.
So they're very rare. Only made 12 with this bed on this one. Here was only 12 made. So it's a really very rare truck.
Well, it's an absolute collectible, Mike, if you've got one of the 12 ever made with this bed.
And took me 13 years to restore it.
Okay. And when did you first come across it?
I got the truck in 1990.
In 1990. And where was that at? In California?
I found it up here in New River, Arizona, just up north of Phoenix.
Okay. What was the state of it?
What's that?
What was the state? Did it look as good as it is today?
No. There's pictures in the backpack there if you want to take pictures. We'll take pictures of them.
Yes, I'd love to see the before pictures.
It was in real bad shape. It took me a long time just to find everything that was missing.
Wow, okay. Oh my goodness, it was absolute junk.
Yeah, it came a long way. It was rough.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, it was absolute junk.
Yeah, so
and did you restore it yourself?
I did 90%. The body and paint I had done at a shop, and the wiring I had done, but everything else I done. So I done about 90% of the truck.
Okay, so...
Get my sign inside there?
Where is your sign?
Oh no, my wife said the only way I was going to spend money on this truck is over her dead body.
And there she is. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
I'm joking. That's awesome. You know what? I've seen those signs before as well. It works. It makes people laugh and it draws attention.
I get more pictures of the sign than I do the truck now.
And there you go. And there you go.
Yes.
So come over here and tell me about the engine. What would have been stock for this truck?
The stock engine in here would have been a flathead 6 Hercules. This is a L98 out of an 88 Corvette.
Okay.
A little 350, 240 horsepower with the 700 R4 automatic behind it. It's just a nice little driver.
The stock motor, say that again? The stock motor
Was a flathead?
Flathead 6.
Flathead 6.
Yeah, Hercules.
Okay, I haven't seen that at all.
Yeah, there are not too many around. That's what would have been in it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, you know what? One of the things that I loved about this truck is
definitely the big fenders.
Yes.
Are these custom?
Very stylish.
A custom or stock?
Okay. Very nice. And what about the paint? Did you decide on this?
Yeah, this is how it came from the factory. This is the way the paints came. This is how they looked when they came from the factory. I painted it back to how it came. The pinstriping is factory. It's all how it came from the factory.
Wow, it's a very stylish truck, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very stylish. They were supposed to have been the Cadillac of trucks back in the 30s and 40s.
The Cadillac of trucks. Okay, Diamond T, beautiful. Look at these grills, everybody. Look at that. Wow. Absolutely brilliant. And why did you want this truck? Just because it was a collectible?
Well, my father used to drive a Diamond T when I was a little kid. Mm-hmm. And that's all when I grew up, that's what I always heard from my father. Diamond T this, Diamond T that. So I've always been interested in Diamond Ts, and that's why I have them today, because of my dad.
It's a beautiful truck. Happy for you that you get to drive around in something that means so much to you. Thank you for your service, Mike, as well.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
Comment, guys. You've been around him all your life. Yeah, baby blue, too.
But you know where it is?
They still want it.
In a store somewhere.
Love the yellow shirts.
What's that?
I love your yellow shirts.
Yeah, we do too.
You all look great.
The Over the Hill Gang.
Say that again, sir.
We're the Over the Hill Gang, Phoenix.
Over the Hill Gang. Nice to meet you all. I'm Rana from Rana's Radar. It's a YouTube channel on classic cars and classic car events. You all having a good time? And your club, how often do you meet?
Way too often.
There's no such thing.
Anytime there's food involved.
I love that attitude.
Club that likes cars.
You're an eating club that likes cars.
That's right. Yeah.
Can I join?
Sure.
I like to eat too.
There you go.
And I love yellow.
You're in.
But your car can't be any newer than a 1959.
Oh no, I'm out. But if I get my dream car, then I can jump back in.
Yeah.
All right, so what about the cars? Has to be any? Can it be any car or just?
Any car as long as it's older than 1959.
Has to be running
And it has to be running
and registered.
and registered. That would help.
Yes.
And a hot rod.
And a hot rod.
Can't be a restored antique.
What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Teresa.
Teresa.
I'm Val.
Val.
Al,
Al.
Ken,
Ken. Paul.
Larry,
Larry.
Russ,
Russ.
And Art.
Okay, I'm Ed.
And Judy.
Judy. I'm definitely going to forget those, but you know what I love? The fact that you're sitting in a circle like this, and it just makes me so much more easier for me to come in the middle and hassle you all.
do you have a card?
I do. And Phil's joining us too. Okay, here's a question. Who's got the oldest car?
Oldest this one.
I got a 38.
34.
We're 34.
Yeah, 34.
34?
Yeah. The black one over there.
The black one.
Oh.
Fenders fell off.
Yeah.
Yep, there's no fenders.
We didn't drive the wheels on them yet. We drove the fenders
He
off.
has Betty Boop sitting in the front seat.
Okay, I definitely have to go check that
Yeah, you
out.
gotta check it. You can go ahead and open the door if you want.
Thank you for that.
I saw a little sticker on the car one time. Said if it's not black, it needs paint.
Black cars are nice. They do look sleek, so can't argue with that. Let's go check out Betty
You
Boop.
say you had a card?
I do. I'm gonna come back. You ain't got rid of me that quickly. Let's go.
We bought her up at the swap meet.
Okay, over here?
Uh-huh.
How long ago?
Today.
Today?
Yeah.
You bought this car today?
No.
Oh, oh you got
Her.
Betty Boop. Oh,
Yes.
look how neat that is. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Isn't that cute?
Did you get a
Love
Betty
it.
Boop?
Yes, I did. Yeah. She's gonna go
I like it.
above
How
my
nice is it?
fireplace
That's
out
great.
in the backyard.
I like the 33 doors, but it's a 34
No.
grill.
We have a
Can't go
Bob's
wrong
Big
with the
Boy out
suicide
there
doors on
already,
any car,
and
I
he's
guess.
been out there for several
Oh, where are you
years,
from?
Does real well. So.
I'm from YouTube. And you're all on YouTube.
Okay.
How's it going?
Cheers, good.
Having
We're
a good
from
time?
Colorado.
Nice. I'm from Australia originally.
Australia, okay.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a short
When you
jump
can't make it
over
to
the
a car
pond.
show, check out my channel. I most likely have covered it.
Will do.
Wollongong.
Oh, Wollongong.
Yeah, Port Kembla.
Say that.
Wollongong.
Say one more time.
Wollongong.
Wollongong.
Yeah.
Wollongong, everybody.
1976.
Wollongong.
Now tell him how to pronounce it correctly.
Wollongong. And you've been to Wollongong.
Wollongong.
Okay.
Yeah, Port Kembla back in '76. I was in the Navy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a good time.
Oh, nice. Great work, sir. Yeah, it's a lot different now than it was then. Wollongong, yes. I love hearing the American accents with certain things.
Just for this?
Just for this. Just here to cover the show.
Really?
Yep.
Oh no.
Isn't this cool? 34 two-door with Betty Boop sitting inside.
Love it. Iconic car and doll. Boss Mustang 71. Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
Gotta love an old truck. always stands out.
Oh man, the van is rocking, don't come knocking.
All right, so, well, there's been a lot done to this. Love the cabinets. What can I say, you guys? Very cool van.
It's not just any van, it's a 1990 GMC Vanpool, so
there's Mr. T himself.
Used to use it for hunting, but I don't really use it anymore. They're cool.
would have loved to see who the owner of this is and see where he got his inspiration from. Obviously Mr. T would have had to have a say in that. That's the thing with Good Guys, you know, you're going to see rat rods like that, to high-end show cars, to classic cars, muscle cars. You'll see it all.
Wow. Ford Ranchero, look at that body. It's got what I call a mean front end, honestly, it's just brilliant. Love it, the striping just adds on to that body shape.